Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Jimmy James Jones, and I am the host of Spotlight, Milton Keynes' largest prize talent search brought to you by NewMoney Entertainment. We've been looking for the best musical talent in Milton Keynes and the surrounding areas since July last year. From hundreds of submissions, we now have 8 semi-finalists, and we are now putting the fans in control. It's over to you, the listener, to choose who your favourite performer is by placing your vote on the artist profile page. Just search for NewMoney Presents Spotlight or go online to newmoneyrecordings.com. The top 4 most voted will be going on to perform at the live £5,000 grand final in August with Rising Stars and X Factor finalist Rough Copy. Voting closes in June 2015, so be sure to show your support.
So this is Mike Johnson, and I'm here in studio with one of those 8 semi-finalists. I've got Pippa, or Philippa. Well, I'm going to call you Pippa. I like Pippa. And she's one of the... in fact, she is number 2 in the charts. So I'm hopeful that by the time we've done this interview and it goes up on the cloud and so on, she'll get a boost to her position. So, Pippa, nice to have you here at Seclo Sounds. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Please excuse the building work going on in the background, but somehow we're gonna make it through today. So you're here as a semi-finalist of the NewMoney Recordings Spotlight competition. How did you get here? What did you do to get into this competition?
Well, it was by chance, actually. Mm-hmm. A good friend of mine, Tim, he asked me if I wanted to come and play what I thought was a gig. So I came along to the evening, which was an awesome evening, and actually was one of my most responsive crowds so far throughout the entirety of how long I've been singing for, which is ages. And so I went along, and then everyone made it quite apparent that it was a competition, so I didn't really have much time to prepare for a competition. I just thought I was doing a gig, but actually it was probably the best way to be thrown into it, so there's no pre-nerves or panicking. Right. You just get on with it, and it was awesome, actually.
Okay, so you turned up here thinking, I'm just going to do a gig. And next thing I know, I'm in a competition, and next thing I know, I'm in the semi-final. In the top 8.
It's awesome.
So was there a large crowd in terms of competitors on the night?
There was a fair few of us, and some of them were incredible as well. So I'm really surprised that I got through to the semi-final. And it was so nice actually being able to sit back and watch some artists that I hadn't seen perform before. Because I play around Milton Keynes quite often, but there were a few artists that I'd never even heard of. So that was really, really good and really interesting. Yeah.
So you are, as they term, a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
So you only do your own material, or do you add in some covers now and then?
Now and again I do some covers, but it's mainly my own material that I do. I find that I'm more comfortable performing songs that I've written. Okay.
And so are you full-time in music at the moment, or you got a part-time job, or this is something on the side?
I actually manage fulfillment and warehouse company by day and musician by evening.
All right. So if I understand the term, fulfillment mean that I place my order online or whatever, and you're the girl that fulfills it. You make sure I get it the next day.
That's
or
me.
Whatever. That's you.
That's me. I manage a company like that, but it's really cool. I work with all my friends. It's awesome. So it's actually a great career to have as well as doing music. I really like it.
So you've got the best of both worlds.
I feel like I have, yeah.
But if this was a launching pad for you and you got your career off and running, this is what you'd rather do in the music.
Absolutely,
no matter. That doesn't surprise me at all. So how have the guys up at NewMoney been treating you then?
Yeah, amazingly. Yeah, they're awesome, lovely guys. Really nice to meet all of them, and I met them all through Tim. They've been really supportive, and And I think it's great that they're putting this on for local artists. It's really important, especially because Milton Keynes can sometimes be a bit of a fishbowl in terms of music. You can circuit the same sort of gigs, so something like this is fresh and really important, I think.
Now, it says that, you grew up under the influence of Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Otis Redding, all these soul stars and so on. Are you singing soul music? Are you playing soul music?
It's mainly like acoustic pop that I write, but I'm definitely vocally influenced by soul, Motown and gospel. And
gospel?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
you got to sing a gospel song for me, because I'm a gospel lover. I don't know too much about pop and so on, but gospel, if you can do a gospel song for me, I'm going to give you 10 votes.
I think my favourite gospel singer is Inez Andrews. I love the Caravans.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, now you're talking. The Caravans. Many people won't even know about them. Yeah, James Cleveland and Shirley Caesar, Albertina Walker, and we're home. We're home. Okay, you got to pull me out the Caravan song. Definitely. Otherwise, this interview is cutting short.
Might have to be a cappella.
It doesn't matter. So that just shows you that you're ranged, then, you see. You're not just limited, you see. All right, listen, enough chatting. You're a singer. Let's hear something from you. What song are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing a song that I've written called What It Is to Be a Daughter.
Oh, right, okay. Off we go.
Okay. Have you ever felt so low, so low that you don't know where you can go from here? Have you ever felt so tired, but when you close your eyes, all you can see are tears? And it doesn't matter where you go, what you do, there'll always be a place for me with you. So for you a lifetime's not a lot, but for me a lifetime's all I got. So I try to do the best I can, and I try to be the bigger man. And if you ever need me, call my name, and I'll be right there by your side again. You don't deserve it, that much is true, but there'll always be a part of me with you. You. Now I'd follow you in snow, only for you to tell me where I can go, and the days where you are mine, and the days that I can really feel the sunshine. And it doesn't matter where you go or what you do, there'll always be a place for me with you. So for you a lifetime's not a lot, but for me a lifetime's all I got. So I try to do the best I can, and I try to be the bigger man. And if you ever need me, call my name, and I'll be right there by your side again. You don't deserve it, that much is true, but there'll always be a part of me. And it doesn't matter where you go or what you do, there'll always be a place for me there with you. And I know deep down that you do love me too. So for you a lifetime's not a lot, but for me a lifetime's all I got. So I try to do the best I can, and I try to be the bigger man. And if you ever need me, call my name, and I'll be right there by your side again. You don't deserve it, that much is true, but there'll always be a part of me with you. You.
yes, I'm liking that. I'm feeling that. I'm here in studio live with Philippa or Pippa, and there's so many names for her, but we're sticking to Pippa here. Yeah. But just in case you're not, so who is this Pippa? I only know Philippa. I'm giving you all of them.
Yeah.
Cover all the bases, and that was the song written by yourself. And what's the inspiration behind that one then?
Growing up, I was a carer for both my parents, and I know that there's many people that have been in my situation. They can totally put themselves in my shoes, but that's more to sort of. It was written about my dad, and I'll always be there for him, no matter what happens. And that's basically the message: is like, you know, family is important.
Okay. And talking of family, because I know sometimes, you know, this music career isn't what most parents have in mind for their children, especially their daughters, you know. What's the parental support been like for you and your choice of career?
It's been phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. My mum's one of the most supportive people in the world, and she wasn't a pushy parent ever like that at all, but she noticed that when I was younger I liked music, and I liked playing instruments, and she'd always bought me like toy instruments, like little baby guitars and little keyboards.
Okay.
So she took me along to a Saturday school at Stantonbury campus, which was years ago now, so I don't know if they still do it, but she took me there every Saturday from like the age of 3, doing all the beginners groups and keyboard lessons, and then eventually when I got older, she used to like wave me off in the car, and I'd go myself. And she's always been mega supportive. Always been mega supportive.
That's great. That's great to know, because that gives you that little bit more impetus, isn't it? To know that, you know, I've got support behind me, and when the people that you love are in full support, that does make it extra special. So tell me some of the highlights of your career so far. How long has this career been anyway?
Oh, career. I've been writing music and performing probably since I was about 13, properly, and doing like school shows.
Yeah.
And I went to a school called Bushfield School, and that was sort of like last year in middle school, and they were fantastic, and they sort of just like completely pushed me into that sort of music headspace. And then I thought, actually, I'm going to start writing. So I'd done music lessons and everything, and then I decided that writing was something I wanted to take my hand at. So I started performing from school, and I've been going ever since. But it's something that I do mainly as a hobby. It's not something that I've ever really, especially writing. I was a cabaret singer for a year, which was all sorts of fun, but obviously as an artist I'm a writer, so for me that wasn't the way to go. But yeah, it's mainly just been, you know, gigs through friends and recordings with friends' bands. It's all very much for pleasure for me. Okay.
And have you sung on any big stages with any big names in support or anything like that? Go on, drop some names. We don't mind. I
don't know if I can drop any names. No, I think I've just always done like local gigs, and like I said, through friends, and it's just pure enjoyment. One thing that I absolutely love, and you'll always find me at, is local open mic nights. Right. That's my thing. Like, I like to go along and play a few songs and listen to loads of other artists, because I just love listening as well.
So would you say you've got a good connection with local artists and venues and so on?
Yes, I would. I've got, and the great thing is, so many of them are really close friends of mine. I will name drop someone, actually.
Yeah, man, drop some names.
There's someone in the competition who's an absolute legend, and he's a real good friend of mine, and I used to put gigs on in little venues when I was a bit younger, and he was one of the first people I booked. His name's Manny.
Oh, Manny, we know Manny.
Oh, Manny. And he's an absolute diamond, and if I was going to put my money on anyone, it would be Manny, because what he does is inspirational. All right. Brilliant.
So listen, any thoughts of media work at all?
Ooh.
Television, radio?
It's never really been anything that, like I said, for me it's more of a hobby, this side of it. And now I'm a little bit older and a little bit more wiser. It's sort of come to me that actually I could try and do this, and actually that could be what I do. The thing that I love can be the thing that I do, and that's the real. See,
I'm listening to you, right? And I'm listening intently to you, and I'm thinking this girl could make a good radio presenter.
Oh, really?
We have a show called Seclo Sessions, which is exactly for this kind of thing. It's to promote local emerging artists.
Okay.
And so they would come in, they'd bring their music. Sometimes they might play live, but they'll bring their music, and you play their music, and you have conversation with them. And it's just to give them a platform to promote themselves to in a way that they wouldn't normally get.
Yeah.
So if you're ever thinking of, branching out and being a radio presenter as well as a singer-songwriter, we'd love to have you on our Stay Close.